Welcome to another day Alexa's World, guys. It's Sensitive Topic Day today. So I've spoken in prior episodes about marijuana use versus abuse. And abusing weed is a real thing, despite many people who believe otherwise. I've mentioned before that while cannabis isn't physically addictive, it can be psychologically addictive. And as we all know, psychological addiction can become a serious problem. Always remember, weed is just another consumable item, a consumable intoxicant, that you can have either a good or a bad relationship with. So what are some red flags that may indicate the relationship's gone sour? All you long-term, recreational, frequent users will have to look at each red flag individually and do some honest self-reflection. So, red flag number 1. You start to frequently green out or feel really nauseous, even from consuming small amounts of cannabis, like you feel sick or you have a headache or you just feel unwell from just a portion of a joint. Not everyone who abuses weed experiences this symptom, but many do. This nausea is a common physical sign that you're overdoing it, and your body is just trying to clue you into the fact that it doesn't like it. Red flag number 2, you lie about your smoking habits to family and friends who know that you smoke and are generally pro-weed. So in other words, you lie about your usage frequency. Number 3, you often feel like you're trying to get rid of people or end a conversation or get a task over with faster, just with the mindset that the sooner you get it done, the sooner you can go smoke. Number 4, you're finding that very often you make high mistakes, even when you're completely sober. Like you experience memory lapses on little stuff that you used to be on top of before your smoking frequency increased. Usually only people who smoke daily or multiple times a day ever experience the sober high moments. Number 5, you spend a lot of your money on weed. This is a relatively cheap drug, so how much of your take-home income do you spend on weed? You should calculate it, break it down per month, and ask yourself, is this a reasonable amount to spend on just one recreational hobby? Number 6, you have started using cannabis in inappropriate situations that you would have never used it in before, like while at work or while driving. Getting baked at your job or before you get into a car is a completely unnecessary risk, and in some cases it's a risk to others. You should ask yourself why you're doing it. Number 7, you get very upset when you run out of weed, even if you know that your stash is only going to be drained for a few days at most. This is a common symptom of some kind of psychological dependency. Number 8, and this is probably the biggest red flag, you have frequent thoughts that you're smoking too often. It's something you think about as often as once a week, or maybe even more. If one or more of these red flags applies to you, I recommend the same thing I always do when people email me about this problem. Cut down your intake. You could go cold turkey or wean yourself off, and you can expect to have little to no physical symptoms. Cannabis can be a tool for self-reflection, clarity, creativity, and many other good things, but only if you have a good relationship with it. Well guys, that's the show. Hope you liked it. If you did, be sure to subscribe and hit that like button. See ya!